Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB baseball previews and predictions for a Monday, June 14th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by bullpenpixcom. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and you want to follow the top scorers right now at bullpenpixcom. And that is MC1960, Michael Cortazzo at 745, Ryan Stoller 32 at 723, and we have a new third-place leader here, Arthur Kent, already the one-man party at Art 55. He is your new leader here in third place. 721 points here for Art 55. And folks, you want to follow my selection each and every day? Go to bullpenpicks.com, go to most followed, and you will get my picks for free. I went 10-5 yesterday. In fact, if you had a lot of favorites yesterday, you did a pretty good job because 13 of the 15 favorites won yesterday. And I've been saying this for a while now. The favorites are smiling like a butcher's dog. And favorites are coming in at a high rate, and I'll talk about that in just 1 second. But don't forget, follow the top baseball pickers. And folks, you are really not helping yourself if you're not following. And if you're struggling and you need help with your baseball picks, this is one of the best tools in the industry, because if you are having a hard time with your picks, follow other winners. Winners win, and you want to follow winners right here. Just go to top scorers, and once you go to top scorers, you'll see a link that says follow my picks. Click on that link and then go to your following page right here. You'll see a link that says following, and then you'll see the people you're following. They will post their picks, and then you will see their best selection, and then you can pick and choose with yours to make your selections on a daily basis. It's a great tool to have here, and it's all free at bullpenpicks.com. All right, let's get to game number 1 today between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. In fact, the Cubbies winning last night on the ESPN Sunday night game of the week, winning 2-0 against the Cardinals. In fact, they swept the Cards over the weekend, and the New York Mets losing yesterday 7-3. The only loss to the Padres over the weekend, and they are sitting in first place in the National League East Division. And going into today's game, David Peterson's going to get the ball, and he's up against Jake Arrieta of the Chicago Cubs. Now, looking at the computer pick, based on 47 games in the computer system, you see that right here, 47 games generated from 47 previous games. And what we do and how we get our computer selections is we say, okay, let's go look into the New York Mets. The line today, let's go take a look in the past since 1996 when the line was this and the total is 8.5, and they're coming off a win. What is their average record? The same thing for Chicago, and the computer spits out a total, and here we go. We got Chicago 4.9. We got the New York Mets 3.53, the over-under at 8.48. Now you see this here, Cal, that's the chances of winning, the percentage play, and that's based on the law of average theory, and we do like the Mets here today on the law of average theory, but that's because Chicago's on a 5-game win streak, and what goes up must come down. And today we're saying that the New York Mets have a 39% chance of winning compared to 21 for Jake Arrieta and the Cubbies. And Chicago 38-27 on the season, while the New York Mets are 32-25. My line on this game, I had, so if you look here, down here, you always see the VI. I call it the value index, and that's like my power rating. You check out this line here, along with the bookmaker's line, to see if you have any value with your selection. And right now, you're getting value with the Mets. I had them at minus 128, and you see 116. And I had the Cubbies at plus 120, and you're getting about minus 105, minus 104. So you're getting good value on both these teams here today. All right, Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Washington Nationals, and that's coming to this one off a 5-0 win yesterday over Johnny Cueto and the San Francisco Giants. Our only loss here at the premium pick section at ATSstats.com. JT Brubaker going to get the ball here today for the Pirates, and he's going up against the veteran John Lester of the Washington Nationals, and we do like the Bucks to snap that 7-game losing streak here today. 4.6 to 2.9, the over-under at 7.57. And looking at the Nationals here on the season, you might want to look at the under. 20-41-1 to the under in national games this season. Now, no line yet on this game between the Tribe and the Orioles, but so far we got 3.5 to 1 favoring Baltimore. But you want to check the website during the day once the lines get released, then we'll regenerate those stats. Toronto taking on the Boston Red Sox. Now, Toronto, man, they came out slugging yesterday. I think they 8 home runs in that game yesterday for the Blue Jays, and they easily won 18-4 over the Boston Red Sox. Now, the good news is for Boston, they're keeping Toronto for one more game on a Monday night game. In fact, it was a 4-game series that started last Friday. So the only good thing if you're Boston is that you get a 4th shot at the Toronto Blue Jays here today to maybe get a little bit of revenge on embarrassing them on a Sunday in a full house at Fenway yesterday. But we do like the Blue Jays winning again today. We'll just see if they got any more hits left in those bats. 10 to 8.59, the over-under at 18.59. Alex Manoah going today for the Blue Jays, so they're getting a rookie here, so they might do some damage, and he's up against Nathan Eovaldi of the Boston Red Sox. Tampa Bay, the American League East leader right now. They're sitting at 42-24 in a year. They're coming off a 7-1 win yesterday over the Orioles, and we got them winning today against the White Sox. This is going to be a great series. Actually, we got them losing. We got the Chicago White Sox winning here today with the burly right-hander going today. Lance Romance going for the Chicago White Sox, and he's up against the ace of the Tampa Bay Rays, Tyler Glasnow, and we'll see if Glasnow's got his ace stuff here tonight. They are 9-4 and Glasnow starts this season, and they're 7-4 with the White Sox when Lance Lynn goes. The only thing is with Lance Lynn, and it's not a knock on him, it's the relievers. It seems like Lance Lynn will always give his team like 7-8 innings, and then the bullpen just wrecks it for him. Just same thing like what happened to him last year in Texas, right? The under is 8-3 in Lance Lynn's start this year, but the computer pick out of 21 previous game does like Chicago here, 4.8 to 4.2, the over-under at 9.03. Kansas City taking on Detroit Tigers. Now the Tigers coming off a 4-1 loss yesterday to those Chicago White Sox, and the Royals losing 6-3 to the Athletics. Brad Keller going to go today for Kansas City, and he's up against Matthew Boyd of the Detroit Tigers. We do like the Royals to win this one, 4.6 to 4.4, the over-under at 9.13. KC on a 3-game losing streak. Same thing with the Tigers, and should be a good one today at Kauffman Stadium. Cincinnati taking on Milwaukee Brewers. The Brew Crew, a 139 favorite. Eric Lauer going to get the toe of the rubber here today for the Milwaukee Brewers. He's up against Vladimir Gutierrez of the Cincinnati Reds. We do like the Brewers winning this one, 5.07 to 3.5, the over-under at 8.62. Milwaukee on a 4-game win streak. And for the Cincinnati Reds, they're also coming in hot. They're on a 3-game win streak with that 6-2 win yesterday against Colorado. Miami taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals, they got swept over the weekend against the Cubbies, and they're sending Adam Wainwright to the hill today against Braxton Garrett of the Miami Marlins. Marlins losing yesterday 6-4 to the Atlanta Braves. And we have the Cardinals as a 175 favorite in this one. The over-under is set at 8.5. We do like an upset here with the Marlins, 5.8 to 3.4. The over-under at 9.37. And looking at my line on this game, I had both teams in dog rolls here. Plus 139 for the Marlins and plus 113 for St. Louis. San Diego taking on the Colorado Rockies. The Padres winning yesterday against the Mets, 7-3. Their only victory against the Metropolitans over the weekend. They have a 55% chance of winning compared to 81% for Austin Gomber and the Colorado Rockies. Donaldson, Lamet going to go here today for San Diego. We do like the Padres, 6.5 to 5.5. The over-under at 12.02. Keep in mind now, it's at Coors Field, so anything can happen when it comes to the total. LA Angels taking on the Oakland Athletics. Now the A's a 145 chalk. The over-under set at 8.5. ATS forecast, computer pick. Gonna lean with the Halos here, 5.5 to 3.3. The over-under at 8.95. Dylan Bundy going for LA. He's up against Sean Manaea of the Oakland Athletics. And when Manaea goes for Oakland, they are 10-3 in his starts, and the Angels are 4-7 in Bundy starts. Now, Angels coming in hot here on a 6-game win streak, and Oakland has won their last 3 games. My line on this game, I had the Oakland Athletics at minus 130, and you can see the bookmakers are they're going to try to squeeze 145 out of you here. Arizona taking on the San Francisco Giants. Now, the D-backs on a 10-game slide right now. They've lost their last 10, and Matt Peacock going to come in to stop the bleeding. He'll be up against Alex Wood of the San Francisco Giants. We do like the Giants winning this one, 5.2 to 3.7. The over-under at 9.04. My line on this game, minus 168 for the Giants, and you can see they're at minus 190. Seattle taking on the Minnesota Twins. The Twins a 130 favorite in this one. The over-under is set at 8. Kenta Maeda going to go here for the Twins. That's why they're a favorite on the road. But they're only 2-7 in Maeda starts this season, 7-2 to the over. And when Marco Gonzalez goes for the Mariners, they are 2-5 in his starts. And again, we do like the Twins winning this one today at T-Mobile Park. And your final game of the night, you got the Philadelphia Phillies coming off 4 straight wins, sweeping the New York Yankees this weekend, winning yesterday 7-0. Could be trouble here for Aaron Boone and the Yankees if they don't make a change. And looking at the Dodgers coming off a win last night against Texas after getting blown out. But we got the Dodgers winning this one. Actually, no, we got the Phillies winning this one. 4.1 to 3.9. The over-under at 8.03. Spencer Howard going today for Philly. He's up against Tony Gonsolin of the LA Dodgers. All right, folks, there you have it. Those are the computer picks. Again, now, if you are new to the Raymond Report and you're wondering who is this guy speaking in the microphone, he thinks he knows everything, I don't know everything. And I'll tell you one thing right now, I've been in this industry 24 years, and I'm learning something new every day, and thank God I am, because it's always a beautiful gift when you're learning something new every day, right? But one thing I can tell you about the Raymond Report, it's based on 3 key fundamentals of handicapping. Number 1, it's based on value. Number 2, the percentage play. And number 3, performance cycles. And what we do here at the Raymond Report is we take all those 3 and we put them together, and hopefully we spit out some good information for you. And I think I'm going to be adding a 4th element to the Raymond Report. One that's missing is situational handicapping. I think situational handicapping is missing big time from this. And this is why I say all the time, when you're watching the Raymond Report, okay, I appreciate you guys getting the computer picks and the previews, but you got to go to bullpenpixcom to get my picks. At the end of the day, I put in my picks here, and I don't always agree with the computer pick. Like these are analytical averages that I give you guys based on the computer pick. But if you want my picks, go to bullpenpixcom, and what I do is I rank my picks. So, for instance, if you go right here, you'll see there's a slider, and you got to put in your confidence level on how much you like that selection. So let's say Toronto Boston today, and let's say I like the Boston Red Sox, and since they got hammered yesterday, my confidence level will be around this here, anywhere from 67 to 71%. And you'll want to see my picks today. Just go to Bullpen Picks. But folks, I'm telling you, you don't want to just follow my selections. You want to follow and the thing is, I call this like the Twitter of baseball, right? And the same thing with the other sites. You got to follow the hot hand. And in all these features and the links and these different sections, so the hottest picker, let's see if we have a hot picker right now. And look at this. We got a couple of hot pickers. Dom here, Mags, 23-7 the last 2 days. Michael Cortal, he's our top scorer right now. You want to follow his picks, and that's what I'm saying. You follow the top pickers, and you go to top scorers page, and take the top 5 and follow winners. And then you go to your following, and then once you've made your picks, compare your picks with the hottest pickers, and now you will see if you're on the same page with the winners, right? At the end of the day, winners win. And that's what you want to do. You want to follow winners. All right, let's get to, I know some of you guys love these stats, so I'm going to keep doing. Trends are your friends, as they say. And let's take a look at the 80% Club stats. And I'm doing this from my friend there at Twitter. He texted me sometime. He says he loves those trends are your friends. So this is for you. I forget his handle there. I'll have to look up his handle. In fact, let me look up his handle right now. And this is for my Big Jack. That's right, Big Jack. I know you're following on YouTube and Twitter, so I want to thank you, Big Jack. A little shout out here to Big Jack. And again, folks, if you ever you enjoy something and you want a shout out on the show, send me an email. Send me go to the website or send me something on Twitter, and I'll send you a big shout out like I did here for Big Jack. All right, the under is 10-1 for the Royals as a 120 to 140 home favorite versus left-handed pitchers the last 4 years. So when the Royals face lefties, a lot of low-scoring games. 90.9% of the games the last 4 years have gone under 10-1 for the Royals. Cardinals 9-1 as a home team, coming off a 3-game road trip last 4 years, so pretty good. Hey, you know what? They need to bounce back here, right? After getting swept, especially getting embarrassed. Not embarrassed. 2-0 is nothing to. You didn't get embarrassed, but it's embarrassing when you get swept, right? So a good, maybe a bounce back game here for the Cards. The Rays are 9-1 as an away team, coming off a left-handed starting pitcher, which they did yesterday this season. So, hey, Rays have been one of my top teams. I called them to win the American League East at the beginning of the year, and I'm still liking them maybe to win the World Series. The White Sox 9-1 as a home team after a conference game this season. And let's get another good one here. Let's get I always like to use the ones that have the averages. The Cincinnati Reds 11-2 as a 120 to 140 road underdog during night games the last 2 years. So, hey, you know what? That's a pretty good to win as a road underdog of 120 to 140, and it's the Cincinnati Reds. That's a pretty good dog value right there on Cincinnati. And folks, be careful because the favorites are biting, and they're biting hard. Look at that. 13-2 yesterday, the favorites. After I said we had a little breather here, remember that? I said on, was that Saturday? We had a little breather. I said watch out for, actually this was Friday night, 12-2, and I said be careful on Saturday because normally after a big night of favorites, the dogs come barking back, and they did almost 50%. So again, be careful Monday night. 13-2 yesterday for the favorites. So either you take some dogs or maybe some totals, but I would be careful betting today on a Monday, June 14th. There you have it, folks. That's the Raymond Report today for a Monday. Yeah, Monday. Doesn't feel like a Monday, right? It's Monday, June 14th, and hopefully you guys have yourself a great rest of your day. Again, don't forget, follow the top pickers at bullpenpixcom, and we'll see you back here on a Ruby Tuesday, June 15th, and cheers.